Hey, Al fans. I think I corrected the problem. So if my video shows twice, I'll cancel one. But I wanted to talk today basically about the week that just happened and then a little about the experience of going to Barclays for the first time for me and William after a combined 60 years of going to the Coliseum. You're right. You heard that right. 40 for me and 20 for William. First off, it was a good week. If you would have told me in the beginning of the season that we would have played the defending Stanley Cup champions twice, the Chicago Blackhawks, and then play three undefeated teams, Winnipeg, the Preds, and San Jose, and then not have your first string goalie, I would have privately said to myself, I would take 2 and 3 or 1, 2 and 2 and get the hell out until we get healthy. Six, they were picked to favorite to go over us this year. And then we play not a good Bruin team on Thursday, and then a team we never beat, the St. Louis Blues. So this is a rugged week. I would take 1-1-1, get the hell out of there at 500, and then get some good home cooking because Brooklyn's been good to us. So now let me get into the experience of going to Brooklyn. Let me first start off by making this comment, and I'll always refer back to it if people think I'm taking shots at the Coliseum, not at Brooklyn. There is no place on this planet that I love more than the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. You could make a case it was my first love until I met my wife. I was there when Nystrom scored. I was there with my kid, William, when the place was rocking. But the reality is she's dead. She's dead. It's over. The Isles are not coming back to Long Island. They got a sweetheart deal in Brooklyn. They make $50 million a year. No more losses. Guaranteed in the contract. So it's over. Did I love the Coliseum? Yes. Did I cry? Yes. but I've accepted it. We have to move on. And I'm bringing that up first because when I make my comparisons, if I take a couple of shots at the barn, it's because I'm trying to make comparison of the new experience. But always remember, there's no one in the United States that loves the Nassau Veterans Coliseum, Memorial Coliseum, more than Dennis Patelis. That was my first love and my second home. Now, I had met my wife before the Coliseum, so when my wife hears this. Anyway, so William and I went, and I got to be honest with you, like most suburbanites, there's that initial concern of going to an urban place that you're not sure of. Just like when you go to Yankee Stadium, you don't really party on River Road and Jerome Avenue. You just go to the game and you leave. So I wasn't sure what to expect. And it's very accessible to get to. Very accessible. For people from New Jersey, Southern Connecticut, and Southern Westchester go into Penn. They take the 2, 3, 4, or 5 from Grand Central right to the Barclays Center. 9 stops from Penn. And then, if you live in Long Island, the terminal's right there. So when I get out of the subway and I get into the Barclays Center, there's the LIRR. So people of Long Island fans were streaming across. They were coming in too. So the commute for me is easier. Again, always go back to my first point. I'd still drive 3 hours to see my beloved Coliseum, but she's dead. And that'll be the common theme here. Okay. So first of all, the area is really neat. You know, my first impression was when I get that I wish could be corrected. One can and one will never be corrected. Not corrected, one will never happen. What needs to be corrected? Listen, Madison Square Garden was 60 years old, or 55, and it took them 3 years. They spent a ton of money and they redid the garden. It's brand new now. The optics of seeing about 1,500 obstructed seats is not pretty. It needs to be corrected. It's behind the net where the Owls shoot at once. And when you have 15,600 that filled the Coliseum, screaming at the top of their lungs, the voice would cascade off a 6-foot ceiling and come right down to where I would lose my voice. I could hardly hear. I went to the doctors twice after the Coliseum, the playoffs. And this place right now, with all the pretty things I just mentioned, and it's going to be a good venue, doesn't have the buzz yet. Now, people who've just gone the first time, they've never been to the Coliseum, they see how pretty it is. I said, it's open, spacious, bathrooms, food, everybody treats you nice. But if you were there, not only during the dynasty years, I'm older than most people here, but I'm talking about even the playoffs, when you left and you needed lozenges for your throat and you had to go to the doctors for your ear, you don't get that buzz at the Barclays. It's not there yet. You know, when William, my optimistic son, said, but Dad, look at it this way. When we do sell out, and they will sell out during the playoffs, because I also make the playoffs, I hope, that if you have 15,500 here, this arena will make a good buzz, not a barn-like buzz. That's impossible. But I want to have it where it's sold out and that my ears hurt a little. The game I went to Monday was like only 9,000 people, 10,000 people. And I wasn't used to the quietness. I mean, when I mean quiet, like, it was great. I mean, put it this way. I'll take the Isles winning the cup in a quiet arena than having an arena that sounded like a 747, the Coliseum, and them getting knocked off in the first round. Remember, I'm an Isle fan, and I'm going to 5 more games before New Year's. I'm going with my other son, Steven, to the Wednesday before Thanksgiving on a nationally televised game with Doc Emmerich against the Flyers. Then William got 5 lower bowl tickets for like $15, $20 on a Monday, November 30th. And then I'm taking a week off for like, the family's getting together for our 30th anniversary. And we're going to like 2 games on a Sunday, December 13th, and Tuesday, the 15th. So all in all, it's a very good experience. It's not a bad area. There's a lot of great places to eat. The amenities are good. 85% of the seating is good, except I have to fix the obstructed, okay? And just the buzz, there was only one buzz like the Coliseum in the whole country. So let's accept the fact that they're a good team. And I just wanted to give, as a fan who's been there when Bobby Nystrom scored, all these fair weather fans that are here for 1 year, I was there when Nystrom scored, and that's why I had the affection for the Coliseum. But then again, to show you that I didn't abandon the team like I'm reading, oh, I hope they lose so they come back to Long Island. They're not coming back. I was there with my son on Monday. My son drove 500 miles round trip because we love the Isles. So with that said, that's just my impression. It's worth going to Barclays. Give it a shot. It's clean. It's the area's nice. Great place to take a date or your wife or people out to eat. You don't have to wait online in the Marriott to grab a burger for 3 hours. And with that in mind, let's go Isles until next Sunday. So that's my impression, and there'll be no more comparisons anymore because there is no comparison. The barn is dead. I love the place, and now I'm moving on with Barclays.